Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Leaving Bay City, Texas. Going to make my way back home. If I see something interesting, I'll stop and film it. But my initial thought is we're going to have a little driving video today. So I met a subscriber, Melissa. Absolutely awesome. Stayed at her ranch. Met her foreman and the guys that work there. They had a bunkhouse. I mean, this is Texas, folks. They had a bunkhouse, I think with 8 sets of bunk beds. Really nice. And then 2 private rooms. And they offered me one of the private rooms. And I just slept out in my van under a tree. And it was pretty nice. They had some ponds on the property. And it bordered the railroad tracks and Riverside Park, which is a huge park here in Bayside. So I was quite comfortable. Sat out with them the night before around the big fire pit and just had a good time. Bugs were almost non-existent. A little bit of a breeze going. And it was nice to sit around and talk to some nice friendly people. Had a good time. And apparently I was on my best behavior because I got welcome back whenever I'm in the area. Or, it's not that far away, less than 2 hours. Just stop up and let her know I'm coming. So thank you guys. Not everyone wants to be a YouTube star, so I can respect that. And I'm not going to use anyone's real name. I didn't videotape anything on the property. Just respecting people's privacy, and it was nice to have a reason not to film everything for YouTube as well. You can see it's a gorgeous day, guys. Big fluffy white clouds up in the sky. A little bit more trees here than in the Rockport area. Everything's real green. It's been raining. It is last night right after dinner. We were all inside. And we watched most of, maybe like the last hour of High Noon with Gary Cooper and Grace Kelley. I saw Lloyd Bridges in there. Lon Chaney Jr., who is in a lot of those old movies and especially the Westerns. So that was nice. I mean, when you're in Texas watching a Western with a bunch of cowboys, it's a pretty good experience. I mean, not only do they like the movie, but they can tell you what's wrong in the movie, So that was pretty neat. I was hoping for a John Wayne movie, but High Noon I've seen that ranked as the best Western ever in a lot of categories and lists. But it is a very good movie. John Wayne's not in it, but it's still a great movie. Hard to have a Western without John Wayne. Bay City was a nice surprise. That crack in the windshield is not a nice surprise. That's going to be there until I get it fixed. Some of you wanted to know why I didn't want to go to a nuclear power plant. Who wants to go to a nuclear power plant? I'm not even going to get anywhere near it anyway, I concentrated on the park, Latoul Park, which was great. And I like how after I was in the park for an hour, I finally saw a sign that said, warning alligators. So they could have put that up front, when you're coming in. But I love the park. I like the historic buildings in the downtown area. And I actually met Melissa at Niners that I put in the Friday night feast. And I had every intention when I went in there, and I've mentioned this to some of you, of ordering a salad, hoping they had blue cheese dressing. That was going to be my big cheat. But if they didn't, a vinaigrette would have been healthier. And Melissa's like, no, I picked this place for a reason. And for a chain, they had a really good chicken fried steak. So that was nice. And it was nice, just nice to be with good people, and adults. And it is funny. They're asking me about their lives. I'm sorry. They're asking me about my life. What's it like to do? I mean, they know I work, but just to have that freedom to go anywhere. And Melissa and the foreman both said in different ways that as much as they love the ranch with all the animals and everything, like, you can't even get a day off. You're not allowed to be sick. Everyone has their own responsibilities, And if one of them is sick or injured, that means the other 3 have to do an extra 3-4 hours of work a day. So just out of loyalty to each other and loyalty to the ranch, you're not allowed to be sick or hurt. And forget about things like taking a weekend off to go somewhere to a wedding, or you know what I mean? Like, that's just out of the picture for them, And they were even talking about as they get older, they're going to have to hire a few younger people, maybe part-time, and then, give them the time off that they need like a normal job. But it's just funny. Everyone has their own problems and issues that you don't think about, You think of a cowboy just riding a horse all day and with a cowboy hat, but they have lives when they're not, taking care of animals. So, and of course they asked me how, they just wanted to hear bad jokes. And I was able to tell them jokes that I don't normally tell on YouTube, and they got a kick out of them. So, it was a good time. So here's one the foreman told me. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. So I told him I would use that one. I thought that was funny. And even they know the other jokes they told me can't be on YouTube. But apparently Melissa watches my channel. And the other 3 don't watch my channel. They don't watch, like, YouTube's just not part of their world. And it is funny, they use YouTube for what we all use YouTube for. When there's something that needs to be fixed and they don't know how to fix it, machine part or something like that, they will go to YouTube for it. So I just thought that was pretty neat. Just different people, different problems, but people are all the same everywhere. Good people are the same everywhere. Bad people are the same everywhere. So this road will actually take us right over to Blessing. I think it's only about 20 miles to Blessing. There's a windmill for you, Peggy. That's the only windmill I spotted this whole trip. And it's on private property. I was actually hoping I would see a farmer out here both times I passed it, just to ask if I could, because there is a bit of a dirt road that goes down to that windmill, and the gate is open, but I don't want to go in there without permission. Everyone in Texas has a gun now, and I'd rather not be shot at today, even though it's afternoon. I'd rather not be shot. So everyone's got their corn going. And that's about the only crop I've seen. I might have seen some soybeans when I was coming up here. Not that I'm a crop expert. Once it's full-fledged food and sitting on a store shelf, that's when you call me, guys. That's where my expertise shines. But I did just want to put up a driving video, show you the layout. Sometimes when we come up to a river, that's where all the clumps of woods and trees are, and then you get out here through the farmland. But going back, I'll go through Blessing. I'll go right by, Palacios, There's part of the highway outside Palacios that I didn't even know about that had stuff on it, cool stuff. And then off the highway is the little town part that I covered in my video. So, very good trip, guys. Fun. I really enjoyed Bay City. I appreciate you guys that checked out that Bay City video. If you didn't, please do. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. You all are awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone.